Every week, when talking to companies in Europe, I hear the same phrase: AI in HR is for big companies. We're not Unilever. This is an expensive myth. The reality is that the same patterns that save enterprises millions today can be replicated by an SME for $100 to $500 a month using freemium tools, a little automation, and the data it already has. Enterprise versus SME. The gap is much smaller than it seems. Unilever processed 25,000 applications a year with AI and saves 1 million. A 50-person startup implements an automated mini workflow in-house and saves 10-15 hours a week by investing $100 to $200 a month. You don't need enterprise technology. You need logic. Automate, standardize, predict. These are the costs of software licenses for DIY implementation. Setup requires 20 to 100 hours of one-off internal work, depending on complexity. The data confirms that MasterCard generated $15 million with its AI talent marketplace. But even an SME can achieve a 75% reduction in screening time with Zapier automations from 20-month. Open source models, Random Forest XGBoost, achieve 85-95% accuracy in predicting turnover using only HRIS data. Entry cost. Plummeted AI in HR today starts at 0.0. CV parsing free predictive models, open source automations, Zapier make from 20-month ATS freemium. With 20-40 hours of internal setup, an SME can build a system that eliminates 15-20 hours week of manual work, identifies at-risk employees before they leave, accelerates time to hire by 40-60%. Real case manufacturing SME in Lombardy, 120 employees. A DIY predictive model identified 3 high-risk employees who were not on HR's radar. By taking action on 2 of them, the company avoided $90K in turnover costs. Total investment in year 1, $5,000. ROI, 1,700%. Concrete setup, 3 weeks. HRIS historical export, 3 years. Overtime, salary, last promotion, satisfaction survey, exit data, random forest model training on 180 past exits. 300 active employees. Most predictive variables that emerged: overtime 12 hours week, promotion stagnation 3 years, satisfaction score 60x 10 result. The model flagged 3 employees with an 85% plus probability of exit within 6 months. 2 of them had not shown any obvious signs of risk, stable for 8+ years, no signs of discontent. Manual post-flag analysis. Employee A. Constant overtime, 15 hours week, plus no promotion for 4 years, external offer received. Employee B, salary, 18% below market rate, plus satisfaction 510, actively exploring LinkedIn. Employee C had already decided to change jobs to pursue a new career path, decision confirmed in exit interview intervention, 12% pay rise A and B, plus written career plan, plus reduction in overtime. A and B were retained. C could not be retained. The question isn't, can we afford it? The question is, do you have 20-40 hours to implement it? If so, the return is virtually guaranteed at any scale. How SMEs can replicate enterprise AI without an enterprise budget. The Unilever workflow broken down. What really happens at each step. Unilever's AI recruiting process for the Future Leaders program is the industry gold standard. Launched in 2016, it has reduced time to hire from 4 to 6 months to 4 weeks, processing 8 million applications annually for 3,000 positions. Step 1. Application via LinkedIn, 10 to 15 minutes. Candidates link directly to their LinkedIn profile without a traditional CV. This choice has expanded the talent pool from 840 to 2,600 universities represented. Step 2. Pymetrics games, 20 to 30 minutes. 12 neuroscientific games measure 91 cognitive and emotional traits: attention, decision-making, risk tolerance, emotion recognition, resilience. The system compares the profile with the benchmark of top performers. 98% of candidates complete this phase, versus 50% traditionally. Step 3. Hire view video interview, 30 minutes, asynchronous video. From 2021, facial analysis will be eliminated, low predictive power, 0, 25%, 4%, and bias. AI analyses only semantic content and speech patterns, filters up to 80%. Step 4, Discovery Center Day 3 500 finalists out of 25,000 applications, 800 annual hires. Documented results, 75% recruiter time, 1M saved top search year, plus 16% workforce diversity, gender parity achieved, offer acceptance from 64% to 82% too. The technology behind internal talent marketplaces. The internal talent marketplace is the most advanced form of AI for internal mobility. Gloat collects skills from self-reports, job history, and market signals with dynamic ontology. MasterCard unlocked case study results, 21 million in savings, 9,000 hours unlocked, 62% adoption, plus 180% satisfaction, plus 130% retention. Schneider Electric open talent market case study 60% adoption in 2 months, 36,000 hours unlocked, 15 million plus savings, NPS 60. 3. The variables that truly predict turnover. The IBM Watson model uses 35 variables. The most predictive. Overtime job satisfaction years. Since last promotion, monthly income job involvement. Typical accuracy. Random forest, 84 to 87%. XG boost, cat boost, 85 to 95%. Logistic regression, 75 to 80%. This code works in Google Colab for free. Typical output. Monthly income, overtime, age, total working years, years at company as top predictors. The economics of tools from $0 to $500 month, DIY. The AI tool landscape in HR has become democratized. The entry-level investment has plummeted from $5,000 plus to $0 to $500 month for those implementing internally. These are the costs of software tools to be configured, not turnkey services. Freemium stack, $0 month, self-setup. ATS, Breezy HR, free tier 1 active position. Video interview, My Interview, free basic. Assessment, Test Gorilla, extended free trial. CV parsing, PyRSparser, open source. Predictive model, Python Plus, Scikit-learn, open source. Analytics, Google Sheets, Plus. Template stack for SMEs with 10 to 50 employees, $100 to $300 month, internal implementation. A LinkedIn Recruiter, Light, 170 month. Zapier Make 20 month, requires workflow configuration. PyRSparser, free Python model, free, requires basic Python skills. Stack SME 50 to 200 employees, $500 to $1,500 a month, internal team. Full ATS, $200 to $400 a month, configuration plus maintenance. Assessment platform, $150 to $300 month, analytics dashboard. $100 to $200 month advanced automations. $50 to $100 month critical clarification. These budgets are software license costs and do not include implementation time. Basic skills are required: configuring Zapier, running Python scripts, reading API documentation. For companies with 10 to 50 employees, 20 to 40 hours of work for initial setup. For 50 to 200 employees, 60 to 100 hours spread over 4 to 8 weeks. The advantage: once implemented, maintenance is minimal, 2 to 5 hours a month, and the ROI is permanent. Quick win: 1. Automatic CV screening in 1 day. Automatic CV parsing can be implemented in 6 to 8 hours by combining no-code tools, Zapier, with a minimal Python script. Option A, Zapier only, no coding, 2 to 3 hours. Complete pipeline without writing code, Swipe, Trigger. New email with attachment received at Atrelect. Net 2, Action. Zapier parser automatically extracts data from the CV, name, email, phone, skills. Action. Creates a row in Google Sheet with extracted data for. Action. Slack notification to recruiter. New CV received, name versus skills. 5. Action. Add candidate to email sequence. E. G. Thank you. We will contact you. Cost. Zapier Professional. 20-month setup time. 2 to 3 hours click and configure skills required. 0 coding, just familiarity with web interfaces option. B. Zapier plus code by Zapier, Python JS inline 4 to 5 hours. If Zapier parser is not enough, add custom logic directly in Zapier. Trigger, new email with attachment 2. Action. Code by Zapier, Python. Advanced inline parsing. Action. Create Google Sheet row 4. Action. Slack notification 5. Action. Email sequence cost. Zapier Professional 20 month includes code. Setup time, 4 to 5 hours. Development plus custom logic testing. Skills required, basic Python, JavaScript option C, PyRSparser on external server, maximum parsing 6 to 8 hours. For very complex CVs or high volumes, 500 plus CVs just month. Zapier calls the server via webhook, receives parsed JSON, and proceeds with Sheet Slack email. Cost, Zapier 20-month plus DigitalOcean, 5-month setup time, 6 to 8 hours, server setup plus deployment. Skills required, Python plus deployment or external developer typical savings, 15 plus hours week for those processing 200 plus CVs. The 10-week playbook, DIY prerequisite, access to internal technical resources, developers, data analysts, or a budget of $2,000 to $3,000 for freelancers to support setup. Week 1, automatic CV parsing with PyRSparser plus Zapier pipeline. First measurable saving, 10 to 15 hours. Week 2, HR data audit, export to Sheets Airtable, setup of key metrics dashboard, time to hire, cost per hire, headcount. Week 3, turnover prediction model, based on historical data set, training with available variables, validation with HR manager. Week 4, Zapier automations for repetitive workflows, interview scheduling, onboarding checklist, leave requests. Final ROI calculation. Weeks 5 to 10, iteration and scaling, add complexity only where ROI is verified. The Google Sheet templates, Python scripts, and Zapier automations described here are already operational. Adapt them to your situation. Conclusion. The common misconception is that you need enterprise budgets or expensive consultants. The logic, automating screening, standardizing assessments, predicting risks, can be replicated with accessible open source and SaaS tools. The value lies not in expensive tools, but in the method. The ROI easily exceeds 600% in the first year. Fabio Loria, Chief Executive Officer and Founder, elect SRLPS. The Python code and Zapier examples in this article are already functional. Copy, adapt to your situation, and implement. No additional templates are required. You already have everything you need to get started. Welcome to the Electe newsletter. This newsletter explores the fascinating world of artificial intelligence, explaining how it is transforming the way we live and work. We share engaging stories and surprising discoveries about AI, from the most creative applications to new emerging tools, right up to the impact these changes have on our daily lives. You don't need to be a tech expert. Through clear language and concrete examples, we transform complex concepts into compelling stories. Whether you're interested in the latest AI discoveries, the most surprising innovations, or simply want to stay up to date on technology trends, this newsletter will guide you through the wonders of artificial intelligence. It's like having a curious and passionate guide who takes you on a weekly journey to discover the most interesting and unexpected developments in the world of AI, told in an engaging way that is accessible to everyone. Subscribe now, sign up now to access the complete newsletter archive. Join a community of curious minds and explorers of the future.